Hello, I am Ari with AiDANT. Welcome to a short demo featuring AiDANT Care for Axis cameras. AiDANT Care runs 100% on the edge. The artificial intelligence model executes entirely inside the camera. No external servers to buy, maintain, or hide in a closet. No cloud streaming required, meaning zero recurring cloud bandwidth costs and absolute data privacy. The functionality includes the detections of patient out of bed and fall detection, also known as man down, with built-in optional anonymization. Let's see it in action. Patient out of bed. The patient out of bed module will send an alarm after the patient leaves the bed and the predetermined time has elapsed. In this case, it is 5 seconds. Here we have Paul. Paul has left the bed. We have started the timer, and after 5 seconds, we send the patient out of bed alarm. The configuration is very easy. The only thing that we need to do is to determine the time and to position the green control points on the corners of the bed. I want to emphasize that this is not a simple line crossing solution. It is not about crossing the line. Let's cross the line with an object. You can see that no alarm is sent. Even if another human crosses the line, for example, a grandkid climbs with the grandfather, or the nurse bends over to help, no alarm. The alarm comes only when the patient leaves the bed. We don't require to see the entire patient. It is enough if we see the patient partially on the bed. But even in the case where the patient is completely covered with blankets, like this, we will not send the alarm. It is very important for us not to have false alarms. The alarm will come absolutely only when the patient is seen leaving the bed. For fragile patients, we might set 5 seconds or 3 seconds. But maybe the patient is not fragile. We just wish to know if they haven't returned to bed. It happens often that patients with Alzheimer's or other diseases might exit the bed, go wander around, and never return. In this case, we can set the timer to, for example, 10 minutes. We also have the ability to block the out-of-bed notifications when visited. If a patient is being helped out of bed, let's say 3 times a day, by a nurse to go to the washroom, we will select block out-of-bed notifications when visited, and then when there's another person that is not a patient in the room, the alarm will not be sent. We can cover up to 3 beds with 1 camera, and the detection range is up to 10 meters or 30 feet. About to leave bed. Sometimes we wish to be notified when the patient is about to leave the bed. When we enable this functionality, additional detection areas are added to the side of the bed. Once the little white cross that we call the locator is found in this detection area, the patient is considered about to leave bed. This can help prevent falls, as the nurse will be notified before the patient actually leaves the bed. Fall detection. The fall detection module will detect a person as they fall to the ground, also known as man down. To configure the module, we will determine the floor area by moving the white control points to the corners of the floor. This is done to avoid false positives that might occur from something happening in the background, for example, a TV or a person lying on the couch. Let's see this in action. Here we have patient Paul, and patient Paul gets off the bed and then he falls down. As you can see, there is an orange bounding box for 3 seconds That means the patient has just fallen down. Let's give him a chance to stand up. After the 3 seconds, the red box appears and we send the alarm fall detected. The detection range of this module is 10 meters or 30 feet. We don't need to see the entire body. If a person falls behind furniture, it is enough for us to see half of the body, be it the top or the bottom. Anonymization. The AiDANT Care application can anonymize a stream of your choice. In this case, we are anonymizing the 1920 cross 1080 stream. We will soon see how it looks like. The colors of the anonymization match the bounding boxes that we see on the screen. Green, in bed, red, fallen, yellow, not fallen, and gray, not analyzed. The gentleman on the right is not being analyzed because his locator, the white cross, is not within the bounds of the floor area. Let's see how it looks like in the outgoing stream. Here's the outgoing stream, and you can see that the people that we chose to anonymize are invisible to the viewer. Thank you for watching this. If you wish to learn more, please visit our website at aidant.ai.